There is nothing you could put on these apart from dealer fit options, which are all in later add-ons. Is the forward facing accident recording camera, which is sitting there, and the graphics pack, and that's about it. That's all you can order from Ford. Doesn't come with front parking sensors, not available. You can have retrofitted ones done by the dealer, but you end up with a little thing sitting on the side of your dashboard with a distance indicator. It doesn't integrate with the Sync 3 system, which is in there, which is a bit of a shame, and something obviously which I'm used to with this one, and now haven't got. So every time I jump into that from that one, to remember that I haven't got front parking sensors. Yeah, it's sort of in the forefront of your mind. Also doesn't come with the radar adaptive cruise control, which I had on this one. This one's got the full convenience package. I think what it was called now, driver assistance package. So it reads speed signs and has that radar guided cruise control, which is quite nice. Nice little feature, but unfortunately we haven't got it on. It's not even an option on that. It's been designed more of a off-road and a fast off-road vehicle. So looking round underneath, suspension wise, you can see Fox blue racing shocks there, big wishbones, much wider, heavier setup, all armoured underneath, and it actually rides 100 times better than this one. It is a really nice drive. You can throw it around a lot more, it handles corners a lot better, and it just soaks up bumps like they're not even there. So back underneath there you can see the bottom end of the Fox racing shock over that side, and that totally different back axle. It's just a completely different vehicle underneath. You can see the shock mounts here with the springs going down. See, we haven't got the cart springs like we have on the Wildtrak next to me. You see that's all totally missing on this one. And the chassis is just that much heavier. It's just really thick and wide if you look down underneath there. I'm not going to start crawling around. I'll do a later video on the underside of it when I get it up on the back of the lorry ramps, and you'll be able to see the real differences underneath there, and it is quite stark. So you can see the differences with the chassis, standard chassis being a lot thinner, a lot lighter gauge metal. They really have gone to town with redesigning it basically. So as it sits, really the only similarities between the two vehicles is the centrepiece of the cab, that piece there, that shape. The rest of it is all different, and I think the bonnet's the same. They've reused the bonnet, but all the other panels and bits and pieces are completely different. Interior wise, totally different seats, really comfortable, electrically adjustable on the passenger side, as you can see. Yeah, it would have been nice to see the Raptor maybe into the carpet there. That's slightly, I would have said, lesser build quality of the Wildtrak next to it, but yeah, same leather dash, blue piped. You've got this grey trim, totally different gear selector. So this is 10-speed auto, the other one's a 6-speed auto. But yeah, that's it. Paddle shift. I'll go around the driver's side, but interior's black, not grey, more blue pipes. You don't have the interior lighting that the Wildtrak has. You haven't got the mood lighting or whatever you want to call it. You could change the colour of the interior, but yeah, it's just nice half leather isofix in there. Plenty of room still, even with these sort of more bolstered seats. They make a big difference. That is really comfortable with the actual comfort of the vehicle as well. Yeah, it's really nice. AdBlue, diesel filler catalyst, just put it in and go. Still got the rear camera, got rear parking sensors still on this, which will work with the Sync 3. Back into this side. the driver's cabin. Dashboard's very slightly different. Got two dials, physical gauges for the RPM, the engine temperature, fuel, and speed. And you've got a center display screen which you can select to show different bits and pieces as you would expect. Main differences is this side mode, but I'll do a later video on the way that all works. I'll just do really the physical differences between. There's that camera up there, and it integrates with Sync 3. That does, so you can play back your footage and also download it to your phone. It's pretty good. Steering wheel with the red centre marker, which is really nice. So that's the interior. Slightly different kick steps for performance. Yeah, so as opposed to the orange trim of the Wildtrak, like I say, this is an older one, so that's only Sync 2. Although it's a 17 model year, it came with Sync 2 but came with AdBlue, so it's a bit of both. But it's been a really lovely truck. Performance wise, obviously this one is the Wildtrak is a 3.2 6-speed auto, and that is a 2-litre twin turbo 10-speed auto. The only engine you can get on it, the only gearbox you can, there is no other selection other than that. And to be honest, it goes like an absolute rocket. I was really surprised at how usable that little 2-litre 4-pot is, as opposed to the 5-cylinder in this. The 5-cylinder in this as well is also tuned. It's had a remap on it, which has taken it to 240 horsepower and an extra, I think it was 115 newton meters of torque, which made a big difference in the vehicle. Even so, that one, the Raptor, will still, I would have said, driving them, keep up with it, if not out accelerate it. So yeah, that's it really. So that's both the vehicles. So I'll do an engine look around the engine in a later video, and then obviously some of the controls and the differences between the two vehicles interior wise, cover those a little bit more. Yeah, just thought I'd do something a little bit different. So see you next time.